the Whispering Willow and the Dream Weaver. Hello, beautiful dreamers, and welcome back to Magic Star. Tonight, let us journey together to a place where stardust paints the night and secrets are whispered on the wind. Close your eyes, settle deep into your cozy beds, and let your imagination take flight. Our story begins in a forgotten corner of the world, tucked away between the tallest peaks and the oldest rivers, in a valley known as the Vale of Somnus. In this vale, where moonbeams lingered longer and shadows danced with a gentle grace, stood the Whispering Willow. Not just any willow, mind you, but one so ancient. Its branches dipped into the very fabric of dreams. Its leaves, a shimmering silver green, caught the moonlight like 1,000 tiny mirrors, and a soft humming melody seemed to emanate from its very core. Beneath the Whispering Willow lived a young girl named Lyra. Lyra wasn't like the other children of the Vale. While they played games of hide and seek among the moon petal flowers, Lyra preferred to sit by the willow listening. For Lyra, you see, possessed a rare gift. She could hear the stories that the willow whispered. Not just words, but feelings, colors, entire worlds unfolded in the rustle of its leaves. One evening, as the first stars began to prick the twilight sky, the Whispering Willow's hum grew louder, more urgent. Lyra leaned closer, her heart fluttering like a moth's wings. The whispers that night were different. They spoke of a fading light, a dream star dimming in the Celestial Loom, the very place where all the world's most beautiful dreams were woven. If the dream star went out, the willow explained, children everywhere would lose their ability to dream in vivid colors, their night adventures would turn to dull gray, and the world would lose a little piece of its wonder. Lyra felt a shiver of dismay. She loved dreams, the way they stretched the limits of what was possible, the way they filled her mornings with a sense of magic. What can be done? She whispered to the willow. The willow's leaves shimmered intensely, and a vision bloomed in Lyra's mind. A path winding through the shimmering Misted Marshes, past the singing stones, and up to the cloudy peaks, where the Celestial Loom resided. But the path was guarded by riddles, by tests of imagination, and by the fear of the unknown. Lyra, though small, had a brave heart fueled by stories. She knew what she had to do. With a deep breath and a little pouch filled with moon petal seeds, just in case she needed a little extra light, she set out. Her first challenge came in the Misted Marshes. The mist was so thick, it felt like walking through a cloud, and strange, eerie sounds echoed all around. Lyra felt a prickle of fear. Then a low, croaking voice emerged from the mist. "To pass, young wanderer," it rasped, "you must show me a light that glows brightest without flame." Lyra thought for a moment, remembering the willow's whispers of starlight. She reached into her pouch, pulled out a handful of moon petal seeds, and gently tossed them into the mist. As they fell, instead of landing, they began to float and glow with a soft, ethereal luminescence, illuminating a path through the marsh. The croaking voice chuckled. Imagination is a powerful light indeed. And the path opened before her. Next she came to the singing stones. These weren't ordinary rocks. They pulsed with ancient rhythms and harmonies, but their song was mournful, filled with sorrow. A voice clear and sad asked, "To mend our song, You must tell us a story of pure joy, a tale that lifts the heaviest heart." Lyra sat among the stones, closed her eyes, and began to speak. She told them a story of a tiny firefly who, despite being the smallest in the forest, managed to light up the darkest night for a lost little bird. She described the firefly's bravery, the bird's happy chirps, and the warmth of their new friendship. As Lyra spoke, the sad song of the stones began to shift. Notes of happiness intertwined with the mournful melody, and soon a joyful, harmonious chorus filled the air. The stones glowed with a soft, vibrant light, and the path to the cloudy peaks appeared. Finally, Lyra stood at the base of the cloudy peak. The clouds here were not fluffy white, but swirling, magnificent tapestries of purple and gold, constantly shifting, creating new shape. At the very top, she could see a faint flickering light, the dimming dream star. But the clouds were too high to climb, too ethereal to grasp. A voice, like the rustle of 1,000 silk robes, echoed down. "To reach the loom, you must weave a dream for yourself, one that can carry you to the heavens." Lyra looked at her small hands, then at the vast swirling cloud. She closed her eyes and remembered every story the Whispering Willow had ever told her. Stories of flying dragons, of winged horses, of wishes that sprouted wings. She imagined herself soaring, not with feathers or magic, but with pure, unadulterated hope. She imagined her spirit stretching, reaching, becoming lighter than air. She pictured herself floating, then gently rising, buoyed by the invisible currents of her own incredible dream. And as she imagined, truly and deeply, a shimmering, invisible updraft enveloped her. Gently, steadily, Lyra began to float upwards, higher and higher, through the swirling tapestry of the clouds, until she reached the very summit. There, nestled among the brightest stars, was the Celestial Loom. It hummed with a soft cosmic energy and countless threads of light, each a dream, crisscrossed its grand frame. But one thread, the main one, was indeed dim, almost dark. It was the Dream Star. A being of pure starlight, the Dreamweaver turned to Lyra. Its eyes sparkled with ancient wisdom. "You have come far, little one," it said, its voice like gentle starlight. "But how do you relight a star that has lost its glow?" Lyra looked at the Dream Star. It wasn't broken, it was just tired. It had given so much light, so much wonder. She remembered the firefly, the singing stones, the moon petal seeds. Each of them had shone brighter when a story was shared, when imagination was sparked, when a heart was filled with joy. "It needs a new story," Lyra whispered, her voice gaining strength. "A story so bright, so full of hope and imagination, that it will remind it of its own incredible power." And so, Lyra began to tell the Dream Star a story. She didn't tell it her own journey, but a story for it. She told it about all the children who would dream tonight, their little minds ready to explore incredible worlds. She told it about the laughter dreams brought, the courage they inspired, the simple joy of waking up after a wonderful adventure. She wove a tale of a universe waiting to be imagined, of endless possibilities, of the quiet magic that resides in every sleeping heart. As Lyra spoke, the dream star began to pulse. A faint glow at first, then brighter and brighter still. The celestial loom hummed with renewed vigor, and the threads of light, the dreams of the world, began to shimmer with vibrant colors once more. The dream weaver smiled, a smile that lit up the cosmos. "You have not just relit a star, Lyra," it said. "You have reminded us all that the greatest stories are always waiting to be told. And the most powerful magic is the one we carry within our own hearts." With the dream star shining brightly, Lyra felt a gentle, warm current carry her back down through the clouds, over the singing stones, who now hummed with pure delight, and through the now softly glowing misted marshes. She landed gently back beneath the Whispering Willow, just as the first rays of dawn painted the sky with hues of rose and gold. The willow's leaves shimmered with joy, its hum a soft lullaby. Lyra, tired but filled with a profound sense of wonder, nestled into its root. She knew that every dream woven that night, every adventure sparked in a child's mind, carried a piece of the magic she had helped to rekindle. And so, my dear listeners, on Magic Star, as you drift off to sleep tonight, remember Lyra and the Whispering Willow. Remember that your own imagination is a powerful light, capable of overcoming any darkness. Remember that every story you hear and every dream you create adds a little more magic to the world. And who knows what incredible adventures await you in the vibrant tapestry of your very own dreams. Sweet dreams, beautiful dreamers. Until next time, keep believing in the magic within you.